we doing?
Here we are again.
It seems like so long ago since I talked to you guys.
Yeah.
New Year's.
It seems like so.
Yeah, it was. It was New Year's when we were having our little all-night party.
Yeah.
Yeah, that went on quite a while.
So, yeah, New Year's Eve, I got a little tipsy. I can say that.
Hey, that's fine.
Uh,
Some of us were too.
oh yeah.
Some of us were just entertained by it.
Get another headphone, Jeff?
Yeah, I did. With the hopes that the mic would be better, but yeah.
So you don't sound quite. You don't sound quite as tinny on that one.
Yeah, the volume's still a little bit low for the output of the viewers, I think so. Sometimes it's fine. So, I don't know if it needs like a logic update or what the deal is.
Might be.
But for $100, the thing should be a whole lot better than what it is.
Yeah.
I have no idea how I sound, with you guys or not, but all this is actually the headset I use when I'm driving truck.
It works.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, it works.
Those are actually better in most cases, I think.
I'm using one for my Xbox.
Gotcha.
I'm not using one at all.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Curtis? We can't hear you.
What?
Yeah. Go stand by that fish tank back there and see how that runs.
Yeah.
I've been walking around in here talking, and Vibe says he can still hear me. So
Yeah.
He's got that super hearing too.
I tried the wireless earbuds, and they're all right. But
Some of them are good, some of them are bad. Mine are wearing out, so connection gets kind of wonky sometimes.
yeah, and they're another one. If you step around the corner, they go whoop, and shuts off.
I can go throughout the whole house with the headsets. Even my earbuds, I can. If I go outside, I drop though.
Yeah.
I got those Beats ones, and I get 5 feet away, and they're gone.
Mine were the Samsungs that came with the phone. They were stupid expensive.
Yeah.
But I also bought them like 3 years ago or something like that.
There's Cheryl.
Ooh.
How's it going, Cheryl?
Stan.
Yeah. SC. Oh, SC. I don't remember if you
Craig.
chat to there or not. But, this is the episode.
Oh.
And then this is the fry hide. I don't remember if SC was in my stream earlier or not, because
So I remember you doing the program for it the other night.
yeah, I did the program for it, but I was printing them pretty much after that stopped. And today I did angel breeder cone and Pleco cave that comes apart.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to be a test, though. I don't know if that's going to function proper or not.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get your measurements just right so that fits on there and doesn't. You can't get it back off or it falls off.
Yeah, I did some research on it, and I think I'm going to be okay, but you won't know until you actually print it and try it.
Jeff will be making them shrimp stick holders next.
Hey, I think that thing's pretty cool.
What's that?
Shrimp stick holders?
Latoya makes them.
Oh.
Get it out of here. Get all wet.
Yeah, I think she has somebody make them for her.
Yeah, I don't know where she gets them, but
I know she was talking about having somebody make what was it? The duckweed scoop. The person she has make those for her, she's gonna have add her channel name to it.
Duckweed scoop. Hell, he needs a shop back.
Yeah.
Depends on the person.
I told Susan from SLC I did that. She just kind of looked at me through the screen like, "You did what?" It was like, "Yeah, you just kind of hovered over the top, and it's."
Yeah, Curtis, when you said that, I grabbed my little shop vac out, came out here with one tank, started doing that, and I ended up, sucking up a couple of fry, but they were up near the top. But I mean, honestly, I'm getting tired of the duckweed, so
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got rid of
Yeah,
99% in one day.
yeah, yep.
Some tanks I don't mind it. Most tanks I don't want it.
It was all right years ago when I first got it because I just throw it in with the goldfish. But
Yeah, it's
You
gotten to the point. It's gotten to the point in here where my koi won't even freaking touch it. Yeah, won't touch the duckweed now. They're
They're
tired
so
of
sick of eating it.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I still like it. I gotta clear off the top though. It's all full of red root floaters and I don't know what the other plant is.
Hey, Jody.
Maybe a runted water lettuce. It just grows funny in there. Hey, Jody.
I'm surprised with that shipment of plants I got. I didn't have any duckweed in there.
you're lucky.
That's good. Any snails or?
Snails.
Okay.
Just bladder snails.
Yeah.
But
I would prefer
no
snail
duckweed.
anyway.
I don't mind
Everything eats a
bladder
bladder
snails.
snail. Yeah, everything eats those.
I don't
Ramsars get a
mind
little
them.
bit too big.
I got tons and tons of rams ones.
Yeah.
So we all
Send
just
them
need.
all. I need to send them all to Mike so he can feed them to his puffer.
That's what I was thinking.
That'll work.
You can send them to Mike, and I'll send all mine to June, and everybody will be happy.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. I throw some in with my turtle, and then
Hey,
some
Pep.
bee buffers and. Open.
I finally got all of the snails out of my angel breeding tanks. So I was having a
Yeah, I don't mind the snails.
I keep
Well-
mystery snailing with them.
I was having an issue. I have not had a viable spawn out of that pair or out of the one pair in 8-9 months. And
Snails?
snails have been eating the eggs. So I started pulling snails out of there. It just pulling every single one of them I find in those two tanks. So hopefully I have a viable spawn here shortly. So because there's there's one fish store about an hour and a half away. They've been bugging me. They bought the last spawn that I had, and
There's Jeremy.
Yeah.
so
Welcome in, Jeremy.
they're nothing. They're nothing special, but it definitely pays for everything in here. So
Oh, yeah.
I get more for angels than I do guppies.
Yeah. And most people that go to the store just want some angelfish. They're not nerds like us that they got to be a certain color or breed.
now my panda cory breeding colony that I have, those ones I haven't really done anything except for just leave it be. I let them all build up the whole 9 yards, and I get 30-40 babies every couple weeks out of there.
Yeah.
And the two fish stores that I sell to, they buy every single one of them. So the one here local, I just do it as a trade for for food and fish food, dog food, and it works out great for me. So
Can't beat that. Stephen P.
Are albino
Audra.
pygmies worth anything?
I have no idea, honestly.
I got a price list the other day. They were on there, and it was like,
Oh, the one from Chris.
Depends on the market.
Yeah.
But yeah.
yeah, I'm not sure if you could make real good money on them, but the price was right. We need to send that list to Mike here.
Yeah. You'll,
I swear he
yeah,
said,
you see some of the prices on that stuff, Mike. You'd be like, what?
Yeah. Well, I know with the local fish store here, what I take into her, she gives me what she pays for it, and
Yeah,
she's brought up the price list, the whole 9 yards, shows it to me. So I mean, I'm not getting screwed, anything like that, and it's just a rolling credit that I have with her. I mean, there's
yeah,
been fish that she's gotten in that she thought, hey, maybe somebody will like, and I think they're neat for my community tank. So I end
Yeah.
up taking them all home.
right. Maybe you get the list Curtis was talking about. You get it. You look at the prices on some of the fish and plants and stuff in there, and you're like, huh? How's he selling them that cheap?
Yeah.
It's just nuts.
and he's a legit guy. He was on Get Gills until they closed it, so
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
he probably wants to sell even more now because he doesn't have that out.
Probably.
Yeah.
He's on Aquabid too,
Okay.
so he's quite the guy. That's where I got my
Hell,
wild swordtails was from Chris.
was it?
Yeah.
My swordtails that I got from New Local Austin have been breeding up a freaking storm.
Yeah.
Red.
He sent me another disease was subwassertang. That freaking stuff.
Yeah,
I
I
said,
might have to send that list to Peplin.
yeah, I will. I'll let him know. I'll send it to him, Epoxy.
That says Wassertang took off.
Oh yeah.
Usually that's fairly slow, I thought.
Well, it's not as bad as duckweed, but the bad part's when you stick your hand in there and mess with anything, then it's all floating. You got to kind of let it settle down and then bunch it all back up over where it belongs.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the problem I got with Christmas moss and this 110 gallon. It was up high and then it branched out and got down on the ground and now it's just took over and spread out into a carpet. And there's dwarf chainsword poking up through it and some crips poking up through it. And I'm like, I need to reset the tank, but oh my God, I'm afraid if I pull that out, it's just all going to come up one big clump.
Yeah.
That's the bad part of wintertime when I pull Christmas moss out. I got nowhere to go with it. I really don't want to ship it when it's freezing outside.
Oh, I got rid of a bunch of it today.
Come this spring, I'll have some if anybody wants any.
I got rid of about a softball size section of it today. I still got a ton of it.
No, I use a 5-gallon bucket.
Dee Dee. June. Yeah, Christmas moss is something I get rid of.
I've sent it to quite a few people.
I'm actually surprised. I've tried S-Repens many times and I've never had any luck. So far, that S-Repens I got that order, it's taken off.
So, Mike, what's all that green behind you?
That actually, I'm not sure exactly what the hell. Well, on this side, it's I've got guppy grass, in there, and then I've got a couple of tanks that still have duckweed in them that they're high up that I have not gotten to yet. And then on this side, it's I'm not sure exactly what the heck it's called, but it's almost like it's a floating plant. It's almost like water lettuce, but I'm not sure exactly what it's called. It needed something to help take some of the nutrients out of the damn water, and it grows just like freaking duckweed in those tanks. So, but it's a bigger leaf, so it's easier to just scoop a crap load of it out and get rid of it. So
We were
Nice.
talking before. You got a guppy project going on?
uh,
Trying to make a color?
yes, it's actually it's basically an orange tail with a snakeskin body. So hold on one second.
Little water
I've
nymph.
never heard of that kitty.
I never heard of that.
My cousin had spatter dog.
Okay. So
The wife yell at you again, or what?
no, one of the kids came out to the garage and I wasn't sure what if they needed something. So
Sitting there with a ball bat.
yeah. But
So
Yeah,
you line breeding the guppies now? Or?
that particular one, yes. They're starting to come out true. I've been working on it. Well, it was actually just a mutt tank that I had. These ones popped up, and it was one of those. I haven't seen these before, and I've looked and looked and looked, and I haven't seen them. So I figured, you know what, I'm going to start, trying to line breed these to get that coloration and whatnot. And when I have them breeding true, then I'll probably see about selling some. Quite honestly. So, but it's just one of those. It's kind of a coloration that, like I said, I haven't seen, and I just don't want to show it off yet. So
Don't blame you. I like the
But-
blue ones Curtis has, but I'm not much
yeah,
of a guppy guy.
that's actually the only tank that I have with guppies in it. I've got 2, 4, 5 tanks with different color variations of swordtails, and then I've got my panda cories, and then my couple of angel breeding pairs, and I've got my Amica Splendas, the Trout Idiot tank right now. I'm trying to get those breeding so I can split them up and get them into 2 separate tanks. So I have 2 different breeding, setups with them, along with the Splendas. And then I've got a tank of super red bristlenose that they're they're doing pretty well. That tank looks like complete crap.
As a pleco breeding tank usually does.
Exactly. I mean, you see all of these videos with, the breeding tanks, where they look, it's pristine and whatnot. It's, you start looking at it, it's like, wait a second, that is not, if it's that way all the time, yeah. Because if I have that tank, spotless, then
They're
are,
cleaning it all the time.
yep.
So
So,
it's
Yeah, I know.
the brittle water nymph looks a lot like guppy grass, but it's got a finer needle.
Well,
Yeah.
Never heard of it though.
Stan wanted you to pull a piece of that floating plant out so he could identify it.
hold on a second.
Because I sure as hell ain't gonna identify it.
Me either.
Hold on a second.
Stephen P. might.
Yeah, that's fun. Stephen P. doesn't like when I point out a plant and ask him what it is when it's water.
That's what it is.
That's dwarf water lettuce.
Yeah.
Dwarf water lettuce.
Yeah.
Doesn't look very dwarf to me.
No, regular water lettuce gets freaking huge. That dwarf water lettuce, I think I've only ever seen it like about that big. The regular water lettuce gets bigger than my damn
They
head.
get big.
Yeah. I tried that in my pond with the water hyacinth. We'd come home from work and the dog had it all piled up in the backyard.
Oh, geez.
He drug it out of there. I don't know how long it took him to wait for it to get to the edge where he could get it. I guess he was
Steven,
eating.
mine didn't do that. Mine, the regular water lettuce I had still outgrew the tank. And even, see if I can't get a piece of it.
Shit, pull one out about that big around.
What's that?
I said, what, you pull one out about the size of a bowling ball?
No, but,
He tries to get my water.
Oh,
He'll grab the leaves and try to drag it up out of there, but he's not successful pulling it up out of there. I put cattails in there one time. That's not a good idea.
No.
I put it in a 5-gallon bucket, and the next year when everything thawed and it took off growing again, it broke through the
my
sides.
Amazon frog bed
It broke through the sides of the bucket.
in a 10-gallon.
Yeah.
Is it a 10 gallon?
Yeah, in a 10-gallon. The freaking bottom of the roots are here.
Foot,
Over a
foot and a half long roots.
Yeah.
Did you grow them out in the pond and then bring them in? Or?
No, it's just how they grow in my tanks. Even up in here, there's a batch of it. That's not one of the long ones. I can't reach far enough back, but that stuff's like curled over and growing.
We're going to try and reset my mom's pond this year. After losing all that koi and stuff, we're going to drain it out, reset it, and get it going again. I told her I was going to fill it full of lemon. So I'd just stick 6 of them in there. That was it. That's all I need to put in there. And she just looked at me and went, yeah, and I'd have about 600 of them by the end of summer.
Yeah, I know that the regular water lettuce, so I did have some that I ordered in before I knew we were supposed to have it. And that stuff, it grew bigger than my damn head in my tanks. So it didn't get stunted on. I also run open tops, so that might play into it.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. About I've got tops, but I don't have any of them on. I leave them all open. I'm always catching something or feeding something or doing something. So the lid
That or clean the canisters out on a goldfish pond after 6 months.
Yes, I did that earlier.
Yeah, but then, if that's the case, Stephen, why isn't this doing the same thing that the other stuff did? I mean, it's the same substrates, the same tanks, really. Like some of them are, and that still just doesn't do the same thing.
Peplin's favorite floater is Jungle Val, and I've done that. Have
I
you guys
have
ever
too.
done that?
Yeah.
It'll grow along the top, and then the runner will come over in another one, and the runner will come over in another one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just got rid of a 5-gallon bucket of it today.
Yeah, I want to delete Jungle Val from my fish room.
I got mine growing in pots so it doesn't take over.
Yeah, I'd rather have dwarf sage. I mean, that'll take over too, but at least if I pump the light on it, it'll stay short.
Yeah, I got rid of a 5-gallon bucket of Jungle Val today.
Yeah, but I can use sage for
There's a bunch of other.
or crips.
Crips I got tons of.
I don't know how that happened.
I don't know, Stephen.
I don't
think
either.
It could just be a runted strain that just doesn't grow.
Like that Anubias I got now. I'm not sure what species it is, but the leaves on that thing are as big as my hand.
Was that Anja or something like that? I had one that was.
I don't know.
Grew some massive leaves on it.
But they're
I'm not good with the Anubias name, so.
they're kind of heart-shaped leaves. They're big.
Yeah, mine were more like ovalish and long.
Yeah, these are kind of heart-shaped. Like I said, they're about as big as my
Barterai?
hand.
It could be.
Might be Barterai. I've got some Barterai, but the leaves are a little different.
Yeah, I agree, Steven.
Sent Steven a picture of those plants he sent me. They're all doing real good.
So, what's the next fish you're looking for there, Mr. Mike?
Honestly, once I want to get some tequilas. Quite honestly,
I think we
Um,
might know somebody.
I think we all might know somebody that has them.
Several somebodies that has them, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My issue right now is I'm trying to downsize a couple of the tanks. A couple of my swordtail tanks. It's just ones that have kind of run their course. You know, the colorations have run their course. You know, in the fish room, and just get rid of empty out those tanks and and put something else in there.
Yeah.
So
Need some of them Montezumas.
I wouldn't mind some, quite honestly. I've got a
They're more of a saber tail than they are a sword tail.
Yeah.
It's where it curves up.
Have you ever seen them in person?
I haven't.
I've seen
I
some.
have.
I've seen some that tail's 5 inches long.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Uh,
The fish body's like 2 inch, and then it's got this tail that's like this thing.
yeah.
You do got to cull those though,
Yeah.
because you'll get those early males or the sleeper males they call them, and you don't want those breeding. You want to let them grow up.
Yeah. Well, that's just like with swordtails that I have. Have now. I've got some sleeper males that are they're that long with the tail.
Yeah.
And well, they get culled, and we've talked about what where they go. So
Yeah.
But I
I really want to reduce or eliminate live bears in my fish room.
I guess Steven has seen one.
Sounds like it.
Well, I was in a certain guy's fish room probably 2 years ago, and I always just snoop around the corners because, like, you go around the corner and there's like 50 bottles of vinegar eels,
Mm-hmm.
And I turn around and there's one tank on the bottom with no light on it. And I've learned when I go there, I take this.
Yeah.
Because he's hiding shit from me.
Surely not.
And I look in there and it's like, oh.
Why would any fish keeper hide anything?
I know.
I mean, I don't understand that.
Yeah, what's up with that one wall that you never show us there, Curtis?
Which one?
The one that you won't show any of us.
It's going to be in the auction.
Yeah.
Oh, didn't you show it a little while ago backstage?
I wasn't there if you did.
Yeah, it was before Jeff, popped up. So.
Yep.
Yeah. I have to have some words there.
I know of 2 people by name that have them. Audra Myers knows what they are. I don't know if she has any, but she knows them. She's familiar.
Yeah.
And the guy that I got them from, and he imported them out of South America.
I might need to see those.
But it's a live bear, so
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
South American, though. That's a hot water fish.
it's a tough one though. It's not a guppy or none of that.
Yeah.
Now there's also a cichlid with the same first name as it.
Yeah. But they're very hard on their fry.
Yeah.
Very
Just
hard.
like the cichlid.
And they really like to be fed 2 or 3 times a day. If you keep them fat and happy, then they don't eat their fry. If you don't, out of 20, you're going to get 2 maybe.
Yeah. So when he didn't really show him, he was just trying to get me riled up.
Yeah, he showed him. He did show him, Jeff.
Yeah.
can bring them up again. Everybody's going to see them in another 3 or 4 weeks anyway.
Yeah.
If you want to see them.
I mean, that might jinx your tank. So you should probably wait until after you sell them.
I got 2 tanks of them. Okay. I've learned that over the years. I've learned that over the years too. Don't put all your fish you really like in one tank.
Yeah.
And don't keep those 2 tanks side by side.
Yeah. Or above each other.
Yeah.
Or in the same damn fish room.
Yeah. About 4 or 5 months ago, one of my guppy tanks crashed. I lost what I thought was everything out of there. I was able to save 2 or 3 of them out of there, but put them in a separate tank, and I've just let the tank, set, cycle, the whole 9 yards for the last 3-4 months. Haven't fed it, maybe once a week. That's it. Found, 4 babies in there earlier today. It's just one of them. Where the hell did you come from?
Yeah. They do pet them, but I'm not sure how many of them are surrenders.
That sounds like a pleco story where you think you got them all and you got an ornament that you threw in another tank, and all of a sudden these plecos are swimming out of it.
Yeah.
You're like, well, fuck.
Hey, man, I didn't put you in there. Where the hell did you come from?
I took my last hang on the back filter, and I had it sitting in that sink back there. I just pulled it off and set it in the sink and kept doing what I was doing. About 3 days later, I'm like, man, I got to clean that filter because it's nasty.
Yeah.
I took the lid off, and there's a pleco sitting right there. He'd been sitting in it, and I was like, well, you made it. I guess you get to go back in the tank. You
Had a
deserve
calico that'd do that.
it. Yeah.
I don't know how the hell they get in there, but they do it.
I don't either. It's kind
I
of
I
like
used to have some that would jump from the breeder box above their tank down into the other tank. And somehow they managed to get lucky and actually land in the tank and not dry up on the floor.
yeah. I got in trouble about a month ago because we were talking about lids and jumping fish, and it happens every once in a while because I don't have any lids. But I got a big dog water bowl over here because I always have the dogs in here.
Mm-hmm.
My wife comes in here and she's like, "What the hell is that in that water bowl?" I'm like, oh crap, that's a swordfish. That was like a 6-foot dive. I'm surprised the dog didn't get it. I don't know how long it was in there.
But the freaking that dog on dog sitting for comes in and drinks out of the black Malay tank.
Yeah.
And they stay just far enough away from his tongue.
Curtis's splash is his.
But the thing is like packed with duckweed too, so it only stays clear where he's licking.
Well, I used to have Salvinia minima in this tub over here. He's always drinking out of, and I hardly have any of that left. So I think he ingested the rest of it.
Yeah.
Whatever, dude. Just getting his greens.
Yeah.
My cat drinks out of this one tank down here. I got the lion's eye in. Buddy, she was in there the other day getting a drink, and they were attacking her tongue. Hey, Ron. Oh, that's George RB3.
Hey, George.
Yep.
Thought Ron came in.
Hang it.
So you about got all your. Uh-oh.
I heard it, but I'm not clicking on that.
Me either.
Not until I see a face.
Oh.
Yep. I don't see no face.
If I do, but I don't recognize it.
You don't want to do the Kermit helicopter?
We could do the helicopters, not my channel.
Well, I think I sent you that link, didn't I, Curtis? A while back. Kermit doing the helicopter.
Yeah.
Is that the one that I sent you, Jeff?
I don't think so. I know that it's been on my Facebook feed. That's like the only thing that's in the damn feed is
Okay.
Kermit doing the helicopter now,
Mm,
and all those short feeds or whatever.
yep.
This one was just so freaking funny.
Yeah. Yeah, we just do this.
Yeah, I don't know who they are. So.
Well, they're not there no more.
Nope.
Yeah, but we're. Oh, you got your string link clicked up there. I see.
And Curtis is super mod.
That was a bad decision, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, remember what happened when I showed up at BB Black Morris on Vibes' stream?
Yeah.
And then I got in trouble for it, and I was showing fish, and I have no control over anything.
I'd never even heard of that one.
What's that? Vibes? Yeah.
No, the one that was backstage.
Oh, that one. I didn't even
Never heard
see
of
or
it.
hear her name, so.
And they're back.
Yeah.
I can get rid of
Camera
them
this time?
I can get rid of them permanent if you want me to.
Go ahead. I don't know who it is.
I can't see him, so. We get to be surprised.
All they were showing was the top of their head. It's like, yeah, I'm not falling for that one again.
Looked pretty young too, so.
Yeah.
Don't think so.
Darn kids, anyhow.
Yeah. If we want to show helicopters, we'll do it ourselves.
Yeah.
The old fashioned.
We'll do that backstage.
If you want to come hang out later, just
Only when Mexicali's up there.
Oh, okay. Okay.
He'll be back there
Uh,
too. So.
Speak of the devil. Hey, this guy's pretty good. He came back again after I banned him. That's pretty good hacking.
On Cars channel? They just kept coming with names that everybody knew. Yeah.
Well, he can just sit there.
Yeah, most of them said.
It's a beard grown stream. I'm in last place.
I'm in second.
Yeah,
Actually, I think I'd be in third. Jeff's beard would be all on its own too. Is it first and second?
One day Curtis will grow up and grow a beard.
One day.
I can, but it bugs the crap out of me.
Yeah. It does when it's short. If I shave it, I hate it. I can't do it. It just irritates my skin too much.
I
You
wouldn't
one of them
even.
guys that when you shave, you look like you're 12, Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
No, I got enough age wear on me.
Yeah, I shaved it off one time, and I actually got carded at the freaking gas station for cigarettes. So
I've had them do that to me, and it's like I haven't been carded in
See.
30 years, and you guys are freaking carding me now.
yeah,
I had one person card me recently, but otherwise I hadn't been carded since I was like 14.
Right?
there's actually a gas station here in town that they got popped way too many times, so now they have to scan your ID in order to sell you cigarettes. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
the lady just wanted to know my name or something.
Well, is it Iowa or is it Nebraska?
Hey, Sundish.
The beer, tobacco, anything, they scan everybody's. It's a state law.
yeah,
Yeah, you're
They're doing
supposed
it.
to here too, to get away from that.
Yeah, I won't
They're
even
doing
let.
it in Missouri now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think they have to scan you, but they have to enter a birth date to
Yeah.
complete the sale.
Well, over there, they're scanning everybody's driver's license.
Yeah. And realistically, if I had the option, I'd probably go that route too. So
Yeah.
even if they were 90.
Scaping and stuff. What the hell are you scaping, Steven?
Even if you scape the tank, you don't have as much room to grow plants. You need more room to grow plants. Get all that
As many
stuff out of there.
plants as he has, he probably doesn't have room to scape anything.
Well, he doesn't have room for fish. He needs more plants.
One of these days we'll see him with some big long troughs with the lights mounted over it. He's got his own little
Yeah.
aquatic,
Rubbermaid tubs.
got his own
Yeah.
little aquatic greenhouse going on in there.
Yeah. With hydroponic grow lights on it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Probably won't be far off.
Mhm.
Some
Not
of
if I
those
have
seem
them,
to
it won't be.
some of those seem to work pretty good though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got my neighbor back here bought a, what is it, 125 gallon palletarium he used, and it had those LECA balls on the bottom of it. Big brown, the bigger ones. Gave me like 3 5-gallon buckets full of those things. What the hell am I going to do with them? I just sitting here thinking aquaponics might be the way to go with those.
Right.
Because they're a little bit bigger than a marble.
Yeah, but they're more like a peat ball or something, aren't they?
Kind of, yeah.
So I've used the peat balls and box filters to. It gives it
Yeah.
tannins and lowers the pH.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nancy B. I thought about sticking some in a box filter and seeing what they do.
It works.
I mean, I got 3 5-gallon buckets full of them. He was resetting. Plus, the background that was on it, it was spray foam with cocoa peat on it, and then a bunch of the small flower pots. And they had tubes right out of that to drain them.
See, you should have got it, and you could have started in
I
your.
got it. I
your
got
next-
it.
You're gonna have newts and everything in there.
Sure. I got it. It's out there in the garage.
Flat
I
belly,
figured when you come down here, I'd just send it home with you.
Yeah.
So, what are you
Do what,
working on
Jeff?
breeding, flatbed?
What was that?
What are you working on breeding?
What am I working on breeding?
Yeah.
I've got that, the guppies. Working on that still. I've got the
Oh Lord, don't.
Manticories.
We can't let this guy in at all, ever.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Oh crap! Jeez.
Yeah.
All right, I'm out.
Where am I?
But I've got my the Pandacories, my angelfish. I'm still working on those trout good idiots. I've got a few fry a few days ago that I saw in the tank today. And then I've got, gosh dang it, what the heck are they called? Axelrod cories. I got about 6 of them the other day from local fish store, and I just one of those impulse buys. I had taken her some fish, and I said I asked her what she wanted for them because she had just gotten them in, hadn't even taken them out of the bags yet. and she says, "Here," just handed me the whole bag of them. So, I've got those that they're still quite small, so need to grow them out. And then I've got some stir-bys that they're still growing out. So, but really, it's one of those. I've got predominantly live bears in the fish room here, so they
As long as you got
as
to go with them, I'm pretty limited. I don't want to ship live bears.
yeah,
and the store only takes so many.
yeah.
The blue stars she'll take forever, but the regular guppies and stuff like that, she's kind of wishy-washy on sometimes.
Yeah. The swordtails that I've got, it's all kind of a common color that she gets anyways.
Yeah.
And the nice thing is she'd rather buy from somebody local than
from
a wholesaler.
Too, but it's more of a she's limited as to what she can move because of clientele. It's smaller.
Yep.
So.
Yep. That's kind of the issue here. So, I mean,
Jeff, you said you don't ship live bears. You don't like to.
I don't want to.
Why?
I prefer not to because they're only a couple bucks.
Oh hell, who let him in here?
I thought maybe they didn't ship well or something.
No, they ship fine. It's just
you got to have the right
one. Really wants one.
You got to have the right
something
one.
Else.
Right.
Yeah, but they don't do good at like 85 degrees though. So.
I like live bears. They're easy.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I don't like them too, though.
I do decent with them.
Yeah.
Boost myself a bit. Am I a little low? Moomy said my volume's low.
It helps when you have one that you get over $100 a pair for. So.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't want to be louder than everybody else, though.
I could shut you off, so don't worry about it.
Okay.
Yeah, we can mute you.
Yep. We can mute you.
I've been making tank lids today. Out,
and then they have to crank it up to hear me. And then you blow out your eardrums, so they have to crank it up to hear me. You just can't play back and forth like that.
It's kind of like
having trouble chatting still.
It's kind of like when you're watching a movie on Prime or whatever, and they do the commercials. You have to turn the volume up to watch the movie, and then it blasts your freaking eardrums out.
Ears out.
Yeah, that's or just a regular movie.
There's different decibel levels that are set for that stuff. Like,
and then all of a sudden somebody slams the car door and it's like a nuclear bomb went off.
Yeah,
right.
That's just cool. An old Chevy C-body, square body, with no carpet or insulation. Shut the door on one of those.
That's an amazing sound.
My old G20's got a nice sound when the door shuts. It's just the right amount of noise.
So I've been making my own tank lids.
Using the polycarbonate?
Yep. I'm trying to film some of it too, just so I can, have some content.
Right.
To put out. And I don't like it much because I shake a lot, depending, how my day is going. So that's one downfall I have about making any kind of demonstration videos about what I'm making. I'm like, just do it this way. And I'm like, it works for me. The end result is great, but it doesn't film well.
Yeah.
But I have been making some and learning how to do it. I'm trying to seal off the edges because I'm worried about water getting into the open spots. You know what I'm saying? Because there's channels.
Yeah. Just silicone them, Jake.
Yeah.
I was thinking about doing that, but silicone, it's not going in the tank, but still it takes like 24 hours to cure. So I'm using clear Gorilla Tape and taping the edges. Because they're not going directly underwater. They might get some splash or whatever, but I'm going to go with that for now.
Lumi's wanting to know what you're using to cut it with.
A utility knife. Stanley Special.
Yes,
The
just
standard.
that sharp.
I don't want any blade kerf going on.
Oh, you're not using one of those, Harbor Freight cheapo, X-Acto knives to cut it. It's got to be Stanley.
Well, I just happen to have one around. I've got plenty of... Plenty? Is that word? Plenty.
That's because
Or
they don't
cheapo
they don't trust him with real tools like Milwaukee. So,
What?
Oh,
Oh shit!
we ran him off. Look at that.
he's got a Milwaukee bag.
Uh-oh. He's pulling a zip saw out.
Does Katie let you use those?
Those are Katie's.
They are not Jake's. He's not supposed to have those right now. They're supposed to be locked up.
Katie walks in and catches you. Katie catches you with those.
You're not going to be allowed in the fish room by yourself again, Jake.
Yeah, Katie catches you with them. She's going to beat you with them.
She sends me out here, tells me, get out of the house. You're disrupting the baby.
Hey, vibes. Yeah, she catches you with those, and she's going to beat you with them.
Good.
Right.
Yeah, new
Right,
opens in
different
here.
kind of heat.
Oh, good gosh.
Yeah, that'll be one of the videos coming out. Jake gets a new drill, and it's Katie beating with it.
It's a good idea.
I seen somebody 3D print like a cat of nine tails with plastic chains. I could make one of those for Katie that mounts in the drill.
Cool.
Yes.
Drill
Do
operated
that for a
cat of
member.
nine tails.
Yeah, do that as a members only, video.
Jake gets drilled.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yep.
Dee Dee's already got the title.
Yep.
Extra
Leave it to
special
Dee Dee.
order.
I also got a couple garbage cans.
Are they on wheels?
Yeah, I bought the casters for them.
So you haven't seen the video where you're supposed to put the casters on them in the store and then wheel it through the register?
I think my audio went out.
No, you're still there.
It sounds like... There we go. Oh, I touched that cord. What'd you say, Curtis? You didn't see
Yeah.
the video?
Yeah,
That's what it sounded like.
there's videos where people put the wheels on in the store and then they roll them through the register and just scan the trash can, take the wheels.
Ooh, I should have did that because they were like $40 for the 40-something
wheel kit.
just for the casters. But like he went to try and scan the lids and there's no barcode on them. So I don't know if they come with lids or not. And then he gets on his radio, which I wish I had my walkie-talkie at the time because I would have asked him. Yeah, he's right. Are these coming with him or not? And
Where the hell
he's
did you
like,
buy them from?
Menards.
You should have went to Home Depot. They only have the auto scans now.
The
They
Home
don't have
Depot
people
is in
for it.
Duluth. That's the
So
closest one. So I went
Spent less
there
than
and
$40 in gas.
it's a lot further for me to go to Duluth, and plus
Yeah. but
Anyways,
if you got two
I,
sets of gas pursuits, saved $80.
eh,
Eh.
it was cold and windy, and I had to cut some of the plexi in the
Oh,
parking
whatever.
lot, so I took some footage of that. That was a bad idea. It was a good idea if it was both Katie and I, but I had to go by myself. Anyways, I got these. He didn't know if they were extra or not, and he radios the dude, and he's like, I think he's busy. I'm like, the aisle's 2 aisles over there. I'll just take a picture of the SKU, and you can scan in there. He's like, okay. So I walked over there, and by the time I got there, there's some skinny-looking ginger person, which I'm not against any ginger people, but a skinny, dorky-looking ginger guy comes walking up
What
at
you trying
the
to say?
same time, and I'm
Trying
like,
to say
yeah,
something there?
you're looking for those lids? He radioed you about the lids? Yeah, that's me. I'm the guy. I just got 2 of these lids and 2 of these cans at the same time, and he doesn't know if they come with it. He's like, yeah, they come with it, but if you want to buy any extra, you're going to have to, I'll find a price for you, because we do have a price if you want to buy any extra. I'm like, I don't want to buy any extra. I just want the tube with the 2 new cans that I just grabbed too. Oh, okay, so do you want any extra? And I'm like, no, I just want the 2 lids that came with the can. If they come with them, then that's cool. I'll just go tell them. Oh, because we have a special price if you want to get them extra. I'm like, did you buy the cans too? I'm like, no, not yet. He's still ringing them up. Because if you want to buy extra ones, I'm like, all right. So I start just like going back to the to the checkout, and he's following me and still explaining to me that if I want to buy extra ones, there's a separate price. And we got up to there, and he starts explaining it to that guy like 3 times in a row. And he's like, no, he's just got the 2 cans here. Okay, well, if you want 2 extra ones, then he's going to have to, like, thank you. And I'm looking around like, where's the hidden cameras? Is this a simulation? Did you guys follow me here specifically to do this? No, he explained it to the dude like 3 more times before he walked away.
I think Jake that is more of a Menards thing than a Ginger thing, because I have dealt with more
I hope so.
moron at Menards. The wife and I actually refuse to freaking go there. We'll go over to Lowe's any day of the week.
Well, it's I think common in most retail, unfortunately, because then people like get used to that sort of thing, and then they'll come across me that I work retail, and they just automatically think I'm just as retarded as the 90% of the people that do work there.
Oh,
Jake, Maddie messaged me and said she'd like to have a private conversation with you with that whole ginger thing.
Who?
Mandy.
Oh, well, I wasn't. This wasn't about being a ginger. It really wasn't. I'm just giving you a visual detail of what the guy looked like.
I think you might have dug a hole there.
Oh my God! Like, I don't do that enough as it is. First he's on about Android users, and then now it's about gingers. This guy's
You
a
did call out some
maniac.
ginger directly. I mean,
No, it's not. It's not about gingers at all.
Oh boy.
So then I get it outside,
I don't
and
think
the
she
wind
believes
is
you there,
whipping
Jake.
around, and I'm trying to like cut the stuff, and I'm recording it because I brought the camera, set it up in the vehicle, opened the hatch, and I'm like, I'm going to cut this stuff. And a cart attendant comes over, and I've got one of those long carts, you know, the big upright poles so you can put 4x8 sheets in there. Because I drug one of those out and 2 of these brute cans and somehow made it through the store without knocking crap over as much as I know of anyway. Get it out there, I start cutting it. The cart attendant comes up and says, "Are you done with this cart?" And I'm in the middle of trying to cut in the rain and crap like that, and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm done, thanks." He's like, "So you done with this cart?" I'm like, "Yeah. Yes, I'm done with the. Thank you very much." Like I spoke up a little louder, thinking he didn't hear me And he just kind of stares at me for like a second or two, just long enough to be like,
Yeah.
and he leaves the
Good
cart
God.
there. He left
I
it
don't know if you're
there.
gonna survive your sleep tonight.
He just left it. Why did you ask me twice and then just leave the damn thing there? But it's fine.
You
I got
probably
everything
never
home.
started on that story.
Yeah.
Harshing on the gingers. Gingers have souls.
Are you sure?
Foxy had a good
They're
idea.
usually stolen, but
They come from the young ones. They feed off the children.
So often you go to Texas or Mike?
Gingers have lots of souls. They can keep them in a little
Mhm.
red
I'm
pendant.
going to Texas in May.
Yeah. You sure you're
In
coming
May.
back from Texas in May?
What's in May?
Yeah, gosh dang it, Aquashella.
Oh,
So
So then my
It's a
higher
start.
now while you're down there.
yeah, I'll have to have a board across my rear end, so I don't get it kicked too hard.
Yeah.
I tell everybody I give a raft of crap all the time, and I expect it in return.
Yeah.
See? CC
Like-
says they have
like
lots
Jimmy
of
would
souls.
say.
That's right.
We can give it back to you. We don't like it. Jimmy
back
should
in-
be back in about a month.
Jimmy?
Think so?
Yeah, Jimmy P.
he gets his internet.
That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
I
Hope
talked
so.
to him today, and he said he should be back in about a month.
I keep
I don't know
telling
if he'll be
Katie
back
that I'm
after he
going to
goes back,
call
though.
him, and I never do. I'll call him every weekend, and then
Well, I keep telling him the longer he's away, the more we're going to pick on him when he comes back.
Yeah.
Well,
that's
yeah.
what I mean, I don't think he'll be able to handle it.
Yeah, he's got to be even older now.
Yeah.
Jimmy P's getting so old, he's actually going back in age. He's getting
Yeah,
younger
he's
now.
regressing.
Just
Benjamin, they're kicking him out of
Benjamin
jail because
Peters.
he's getting too expensive. They can't afford him anymore.
He's so old he crossed the other decimal point on the other end. He's going back up the other way.
we're just
That's way up there.
we're just getting warmed up for when we see him, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. He may not ever want to come back.
Mm.
Yeah.
Stephen P. He looped back around.
Yeah. Round the horn, they call it.
Yep.
He gets too much older, he'll reverse that singularity.
Yeah, I talked to him today. He said he was going to be back in about a month. So we'll see.
Well, he's so unfamiliar.
he's-
Now you got to have him as a guest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
We haven't talked to him for months.
There's
I mean,
been enough new people coming and going that you're not gonna know who he is.
He should be
Yeah.
a standard co-host on here, I would think.
Who's Jimmy P?
Who?
Jimmy P. Back in the diapers again.
He never got out of them.
Lord,
I haven't talked to him since New Year's, so
Yeah.
or I haven't seen him
About
since
that,
New Year's.
He was on one, maybe two streams after New Year's, and then
Okay.
pulled a
Yeah.
Jimmy P.
It
I know
would
on the 1 year when we've been on for a one, I'll be bringing our first guest back up.
I'm pretty sure that's not a Jimmy P thing. I'm pretty sure that's a Stan Lee thing.
Yeah,
We just
could
found
be.
him as Jimmy P. So
But yeah, for the 1 year show, we'll bring the very first guest we had on. If everybody remembers that one.
Yep, I know that guy.
yeah,
Rocco.
Look at this one. This is even better.
Alliance for the Unethical Treatment of Gingers. You are officially on our watch list, Mr. HHD. Oh, crap. Man, just leave me alone, okay?
You open mouth inserted whole body, Jake.
Just
Most people just insert their foot. You inserted your whole
take your
freaking
red
body.
hair and flaunt it in Ireland or something. Just leave me alone. I'm so sorry, gingers.
right,
This is my official apology to all gingers. I, Jake Hill, hereby apologize to all ginger type people and those who identify as ginger. To please understand that my stupidity, idiocracy, and just pure unadulterated bigotry towards those of the lighter skin,
He
freckled
definitely did
type people. I know not what I say,
Yes, he did, Mandy.
and it was totally uncalled for regardless. I'm not making any excuses. I'd like to thank God, and let's see you tomorrow.
I don't think she accepted that there, Jake.
No? Because I thought that was pretty good. Like, really heartfelt and stuff.
She thinks
wonder how many
it came
people-
off as really fake.
How many people are going to clip that?
Me too.
I'm really tired of South Park and talking about how gingers don't have souls. All hail Copper Cab.
Yeah, is Katie even home?
Yeah, she's in the house. She has no
leaving
idea this is
supervised
going
again?
on. If she
She's
was
in there.
here, she'd tell me to stop by now.
She's in there putting her red wig on, waiting for you to walk back in.
What was that you saying about gingers?
I'd be like, wow, Ronald, I thought you were taller.
Oh, crap.
Nancy, no, that's like where all the perfume flavored gum is located. The bottom of the purse.
Wrapped in a Kleenex.
Perfume flavored Trident.
Oh boy.
Wrapped in Kleenex. Right next to the Werther's. I like Werther's original though. It's good stuff.
My wife bought this big plastic jug and it's got peppermint and all that in there, Werther's. And I just been slowly I take a whole handful of work and I put them on my desk and people walk in and take one. She's like, "You really like that candy?" And I'm like, "No, I'm just emptying it to get the jug. I just want the jug."
Jake, you're smoking snuggle with a strawberry Werther's wrapper at the bottom of his purse.
Oh man.
Pep's telling them.
Uh-oh. So everybody at the barbecue get out of their vehicles wearing a red beard or a red wig.
Run, Jake.
Then I'm damn near pissing myself.
Wow, Stan.
Just a strong supporter of freckles. I really enjoy them.
Coming down, though.
So that way you can play connected dots, is it? Or
It's just, I don't know, like polka dots.
Oh yeah, and then if they have a lot of freckles, then you just take your permanent marker and connect the dots.
La 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 la.
I think he's going to take up a fundraiser to send a ticket to fly to Wisconsin for the cookout.
I tried to do that to the wife, and she about slapped the crap out of me. So I wouldn't suggest doing it.
That's why I need whiskey or chloroform so you can finish your work.
With her, it would have to be chloroform because she has a very, very high metabolism for alcohol. So about the only way to get it. She is my wife is an expensive drunk.
I don't. Okay, Aquarium Domain. I don't remember that. Do you see the comment?
Jeremy, the link is at the top of the chat.
45 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, you did have a picture.
Jeremy, links at the top of the chat. You want to come up here and explain that?
I almost want to go try to find that, and then I don't.
Are we talking about Austin Powers again?
Little People in Cabbage. Part 1. It was in the wee morning hours. I saw a small shadow.
If we...
I don't remember. It probably wasn't me.
Whip.
Only if you eat them right before you live stream, Brute Whip.
Yeah.
About 15 minutes in, he's like,
No, he'll get up and leave because he'll have the munchies. He's going to go get some food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me just order 6 pizzas right now.
More brownies. That's how you satisfy the munchies.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Can't Whip. How's your tolerance for brownies?
Pretty low. I'm glad he's not giving up, though. Whip is not a quitter.
Yeah, Whip's going to give it the old college try and do it again. He just needs to do it live.
Like they say, we're going to send you to AA. I ain't going to AA. AA's for quitters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not an alcoholic. I just enjoy a drink. Alcoholics go to meetings.
I didn't have a drinking problem. I see alcohol.
I'm not a big fan of meetings. And then you got to take notes and, I don't know, presentation.
What is that saying? Like, out of every 20 Zoom meetings, it could have been one freaking email.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that.
Something like that.
There was a meeting that I had to do, and here not too long ago, and it could have been done as an email. It really could have. It just, are you shitting me? I wasted an hour and a half of my time, sitting through this thing, and then, what we went over could have been just an email that was maybe half a paragraph.
Yeah, I think Zen needs to get a hold of Jody and maybe work with her about making that brownie cake.
I need to get a portable green screen. That's what I want. for ours at work.
Make one.
I could do them from here. They wouldn't know the difference.
Yeah. I sit at my desk and I put my earbuds in and have my phone in the stand, usually on YouTube. And they think that I'm watching them with my earbuds on, and I'm watching YouTube off to the side. It's like, keep talking. I don't care. I can sit here all day. You gonna pay me this kind of money to sit here and listen to you drone on about nothing?
Yep.
Sure.
Yeah, Lip, I'm pretty sure it was Jake. We're sorry. He did go to the city today, so I mean, we apologize for that.
So no one's heard of brittle water nymph?
Yeah, it
I
looks
think
like
you
It's weird.
it looks like guppy grass
I think you
but
made
with a
that up.
finer leaf.
It says it on my phone. I'd show it, but I'm using it as a camera right now.
Yeah, I looked it up when you said it before. It looks like guppy grass.
So
with
some
a
of
finer
this
leaf.
stuff has got a little bit thicker leaves with reddish stems developing. Does guppy
Yeah.
grass do that?
Sometimes.
Right conditions and right lighting, probably.
Yeah. I've gotten that to do it.
Well, it's grown like
Mostly
crazy. Our
outside, though.
hornwort just grows like crazy.
Yeah.
I
How
thought
much
every
hornwort
one.
you want?
I thought all hornwort grew like nuts.
Oh
But-
my god.
Nah,
Vibe
I've
said
had some
he
slow strains.
wanted to take a bunch.
It's, what is it called?
I'm-
Brittle what?
Brittle water nymph.
Water.
I've got a couple things hornwort won't grow in. It'll start out good and then it'll just turn around and drop all its needles. And then the rest of the things it'll go good in.
Oh, it is part of the. It's nausea minor.
Yeah.
So that's I saw that name in there. NAIA something.
NAIAD.
I didn't know how to pronounce it.
Nacha is guppy grass.
Okay.
I don't know what the full name of it is, but no, it's Nacha.
That's with the J. Or
It could be a
nausea.
It's an invasive plant.
It's all invasive in Wisconsin, and then the surrounding states were like exotic.
Yeah,
but
but-
if you zoom to like the master map of North America, the entire continent of North America is considered invasive, and it's native
Oh.
Europe,
Florida.
Asia.
I thought it was
Yeah.
a Florida native or a form of it.
It's one of those plants where they say you got to wash your boat and everything when you get it out of the water so you don't transfer it.
Yeah.
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 Well, after a while, it just becomes native.
It's not a bad looking plant.
It grows like crazy and really soaks up nutrients. You know, if you're like us, where we put off water changes as much as possible because I'm lazy. That's what the brute cans are for. Until I get a water line.
You're gonna put a hot water heater out there too?
I'd like to put like an on-demand electric one.
Oh,
No.
man,
Because I
suck.
do have a,
Do a tank.
what's the, 220? I got a 220 outlet out here.
Yeah. Get a tank, Jake. Them on-demand ones have a hard time keeping up.
Yeah, and they also mineralize in our water. They don't last.
Just for out here, not for the whole house, just for the fish room. On demand should be good enough.
No. Our water's too cold. It drops the minerals up and that seizes up the inside of the tubes in it.
I don't have room for a tank.
We
Hey,
we
Jim.
got
You don't
We
think
got
of
one
garage.
we got one at work
Expand.
in the shop bathroom. That thing's maybe 2 foot tall, and it's a gas tank. Works just fine.
Well, I've got gas coming in here for the wall furnace, so I could probably tap into that, tee
Yeah.
off. and running gas one.
Jeremy, it's $90 delivered from the little pickup section to Jake's car, but it's got to be paid in cash.
Yeah, I think you should have made him go find the price and then tell him, no, I'm not interested. I don't care.
Aquarium Domain's going to bring that up again about the price for the extra lid. He didn't even tell me. It was like, we do have a price. Like, I think he wanted me to ask, what is that price? But I didn't.
Yeah, probably.
We have a price for extra lids. We have a price if you want an extra one.
Oh no.
Look, it's these guys.
Yeah, let's do well. Hi.
Oh no.
Hey,
Foxy and Pep
you-
snuck
you-
in.
You guys will be happy to know I have my pants on.
Yay!
Told you didn't need them.
For once.
How y'all
Told you
doing?
didn't need 'em.
Well, in August, I probably you may or may not see me running around with pants on. Okay, fair
Optional.
warning.
Short
Yeah,
shorts.
Pants are optional. Yeah, maybe
optional.
a speedo. I don't know.
1970s
Hey.
basketball shorts.
As long as it's not a thong, Mike.
He's gonna show up to the barbecue in a jock strap or something.
No, don't pour at us.
It could have last year. It was pretty warm. It would have been all right. Except the mosquitoes towards, well, once you guys turned on that huge fan, that took care of the mosquitoes
And the
pretty
hot.
quick.
Blowing them away.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely helps. Hopefully it won't be as brutal this year. Hopefully it'll be a little bit cooler, but it is August, so
It'll be fine.
we do our best.
It was great. I just drank too much, and that happens.
How's that?
Whoa.
How's
How
that
can you
possible?
drink too much?
Yeah. How do you do that?
I'll show you if you show up.
So what you're saying, Jake, is you and I are gonna have to, go drink for drink.
I don't do that with anybody. Hell no. There's
I
some
could try, but
There's some professionals out there.
Katie'd be better at it.
I think you managed pretty well. Did you find your own way back to the tents?
I did.
You're not drunk if you can still hold on to the floor.
Exactly.
Just don't let
Well,
go.
Yeah,
you saw the cup New Year's Eve. It was about that size.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All that was it was chock full of ice, and I had peanut butter whiskey in there. That was all I had, and I just kept topping it off.
Full sumo out.
I don't remember what I had. I had something hidden in the tent, and I kept going back to the tent.
Where's my
for
beard?
it.
Oh, I'm here for encouragement, like Skull.
Yeah, right.
It's then that outfit is reserved for Aquashello. Okay.
Oh wait, I had a beard. I have a beard. Just in time for St. Patty's Day. There we go. There, fit right in. Perfect. Thank you for reminding me, Dee Dee. I don't know if it'll stay, but I could try.
Now you just need your green hair, Foxanne.
No, your hair's
I'm
not
good.
the right shade of red for that.
Cole's got a little bit, unless he just ate a jelly donut.
Skull's got the least hair on the
Deedly, 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 deedly.
Oh my goodness. Yes, happy early St. Patty's Day, everyone.
Yeah.
Except for
Especially you,
Jake.
Jake.
Nope. I don't get to celebrate this year.
He's concerned if he does, leprechauns are going to get him.
I'm gonna stay inside.
Zen's already released the leprechauns. He already sent it that way.
What the hell?
There's one up there.
We've seen the camera move. He gotta do better than that.
They're coming through the glass.
Bunny's here. Hi, Bunny.
There's Bunny.
Hey, bunny.
Happy Sunday.
Sunday.
Every day is fun day.
A BRB.
Big round butt.
That's what he's after.
Oh,
Well, he must have pants on. He pulled something up.
Yep.
Could have been out. Sonny says it's my 18th anniversary at midnight. I'm so ginger. I got married on St. Patty's. That's so cute, though,
That's what
Sonny.
Dick Storm does.
That's
He's
so
gonna come back wearing a jock strap. Of course, in his case, it'd be a peanut shell and a rubber band.
Right?
oh, well, at least I'm not the only one. I've said this before. I'm hung like a horse. It's a seahorse, but by God, it's a horse.
Oh, Roxanne, I heard you bought some live bears.
I bought some live bears for one of my pets. They're my pet's pets.
That's what I heard.
They're not for me.
We just leave
Well,
it at that.
They're from my axolotl Duke. He has his own little breeding thing going on with guppies. But since I put his girlfriend in there, she ate
All of them.
98 out of 100 of them.
It was just clouds of them. And nothing. Two.
Well,
but I'm going to rehome her because her and him don't get along very well. She's very, very dominant, and she's very mean to him. So I'm going to be rehoming her. And once I rehome her, I'm going to throw the guppies I've been breeding back in with him so he can continue to live in harmony
He's
with
in
him.
an abusive relationship.
I know. She's got to go. I don't like her at all. She's been biting my son. She's got to go. Yes, I need her for Duke.
Yeah.
But don't worry, she knows as well. I told Jody.
I missed that auction last night.
That was fun.
Probably good there.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff.
I'm doing pretty good. I haven't bought anything for like 3 auctions.
That was the first fish we bought in like a year.
Yeah, it was like every auction I got at least 1 or 2 things, and it was like, you know what, dummy? You don't have any more room. Quit.
That's it.
And that's the only and we don't even keep live bears. So like I said, they're not for me. They're for my axolotl.
Yeah.
He needs his pets too.
Yeah.
He only eats the ugly ones.
That's funny.
Oh yeah, Steven reminds us, save all your money for April 12th and bid your ass off.
Yeah, an auction coming up. There's gonna be some cool stuff in there.
Yeah.
Some really cool stuff.
Is there a list of it?
No.
Not yet. I'll
There's going to
probably
be
have
some
the list out.
only available once this year stuff too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll probably
Yeah.
have the list out after March 29th because that's when I asked everyone to email me by for the donations so that I can have the list compiled fully by then, and then I'll put it out what's going to be available.
So if I hadn't until this point, that's why it was kind of rushing me so much.
Russian sunfish?
That's what I heard.
So if I have until the 29th, why did Jenna rush me so much?
Jenna Russian? Because that's how Jenna is.
No. I'm not rushing people. I'm saying if you are donating, please email me because a lot of people are saying, I'm going to donate this in chat. And then I'm afraid they're expecting that they don't also have to send an email because I'm a goldfish. I'm not going to remember what you said in chat. Even if I write it down, it's already gone. The paper, the cat took it, It's not going to be there anymore.
I ain't going to remember
So you have
that.
to send me an email. Otherwise, then it that makes it ended.
Jeff, we got compliments because we actually did it right and sent emails with videos and pictures.
Oh, I'm still working on my videos, damn it.
You're top notch, Cole.
So Jeff did a good job too, because you know why? He sent an email.
Yeah.
I sent an email, and then when she was on my live stream, I showed her.
Yeah, but that's an auction. You're gonna have to be there.
And thank you for posting the link, Sunny. I appreciate that. And yes, if you guys are attending the wedding at the Clash, please visit that link that's on ePost so you can mark yourself as attending so we can make sure we have enough seats for everyone. I guess it's going to be a very big turnout, and the hotel is now sold out. So that's nerve-wracking.
It's gonna be a good time.
It is.
Roxanne, it's hard to believe that Merdul's been gone a year.
Yeah.
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 It's hard to believe.
But we are choosing not to, I guess, kind of celebrate, for lack of a better word. This day, we're choosing to celebrate his birthday. So
That's a better idea.
Agreed.
just the day we're a little extra.
Oh, thank God he's got his pants on.
He couldn't find a
Those are not
peanut.
real
He couldn't find a
pants.
peanut shell.
Those are painted on.
He couldn't find the peanut shell or a rubber band.
What's going on?
Nothing, Jake.
We were talking about
Uh-oh.
Hey,
you and the
Oh, the boss is here.
Oh, the boss is here
We're
now.
twinsies.
Now.
She can't hear you yet.
That's okay.
That's good.
That was your warning.
Yeah.
Well, at least the better looking of the two are here. So
Thanks.
uh,
No, it's been a very, very long day.
you missed Jay getting in trouble. You'll have to watch the replay.
Yeah, he almost dug a hole he couldn't get out of.
I was fine.
yeah.
A hole you couldn't get out of?
I was just.
Did you dig
Pretty
it
sure there
yourself?
was
Some holes are harder to get into.
Goodness sakes. Hi,
I'm pretty sure
Cheryl.
Leprechaun was hired to assassinate him.
Hey, Tommy.
Hi, Tommy.
Tommy.
Hey, Tommy.
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 There's so much stuff on this table.
Texas Tommy.
Nasty stories on there.
Yeah, there's been-
Tommy, I hope you take your green card with you. Otherwise, they'll deport your ass.
How's he going?
He just missed
He's in
his last.
Florida.
He just missed his last ride. SpaceX just took off.
I know.
He's got to wait for the next rocket.
Get on one that won't blow up, though.
Yeah.
They said that probably won't be until 2031.
It won't blow up.
I think that robot that's going to land is going to melt.
Probably.
I don't know. He's got it figured out where they don't even land anymore. He catches them in the midair. I don't know how the hell he does that.
Hi, Benjamin.
Totally numb. I'm a little bit brain dead because I've been working on the website all day. I was trying to tweak the list, all the listings we have on there, and figure out what left I have to do. I still don't know, but I'm brain dead at the moment from it. I worked on that for like 4 or 5 hours.
It's taxing.
Yeah.
It is.
River's teething and going
Oh,
through
no.
sleep regression.
Fun.
And she had stomach issues.
Oh.
So lack of eating and being hungry and just being upset was not fun. It's been that way for a couple days now. And it's taken a toll.
Yeah. But teething. Oof.
That goes on for a while.
The
Get
sheer
some of the
amount
rings.
of drool alone.
Yeah.
Get those freezing rings.
Yeah, it helps a lot.
She has
Cold
many
wet wash
teething
rags,
things.
too.
Yep, we have wash rags and teething rings and you name it here. But it just seems like
My
The more she
face.
chews, yeah, mine too. The more she chews, the more it hurts.
You could have Zinni send you some brownies for her to chew on.
Mm-hmm.
How about
That might
no,
work.
let's not do that.
Oh yeah, she's sending them to
Sure.
Wait.
She'll stop crying so much.
Also, another thing you can do is if you put a wet washcloth in the freezer, that'll help her too.
Yeah.
Because it's softer. If you haven't tried that way.
I haven't tried that yet.
There,
That's
chew
a
on
good
your
idea.
finger.
Oh,
I was gonna
I've
say,
got river hickeys on my hands.
I've seen it. The last on the mom, I've seen it.
That's what it takes
They
to find
are.
out the piece.
I don't let her chew
I
on
think-
my hands. They're too dirty
I
from.
think Jake was confused.
Hmm. And Bunny, I will tell that story, but I don't think here's the place for that story right now. But I'll rehash that on Hot Mess Express this Thursday because Jose's wife has been wanting to hear it too.
Out of the emperor penguin.
I never thought about like a specific one though.
Those are the big ones.
And it fits. Just did that. It just hit my coffee. Come off my teeth. It's time to go to bed.
No. Yeah, Katie missed the whole thing. I told him the whole story about
It
the
was,
The Menards.
Menards people.
Oh, yeah.
I can't talk about it again though.
No, it's okay. I'll do the replay.
he probably should say a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know if
He dug a hole on that one.
I don't understand.
Let me guess. The first hole was with Jeff.
If you find me dead in the morning with the gold coins on my eyes and green glitter everywhere, you know what happened.
Don't you get one free cut at Menards? Can you have them cut them in half?
Well, that's what I asked him
gave the,
to ask the crew there if somebody can cut them, so he didn't have to do it out in the weather.
Well, after viewing a few of the workers, and I just didn't feel comfortable asking any kind of question. It's like, get your stuff and go.
Did it have
Do it
anything
yourself.
to do with them being leprechaun-ish?
Yeah.
They were of standard height.
You should have just got a brand new box knife and threw one of them sheets on the floor and started marking it out and cutting it right there.
I could have brought
Right.
it in with me, but yeah,
Well,
I did it out in the parking
No,
lot.
I would have used theirs.
I
Tape
told
measure.
him, change the
that.
blades in your box cutter before you even start to cut it.
I did.
Number one, ask if you can cut it in the store, either yourself or if somebody can cut it for you. I prepped him for all of this, mind you.
I'm just not one of those people who be like, can you cut this for me?
And then I get a message. Oh my God, that was brutal. I'm on my way home.
And that's what he gets for not listening.
Right?
There's the other thing is like I parked like way off to the side in an area that didn't have any other cars, like way far away because I knew I'd be bringing it out to my vehicle to cut it, and I wanted my own space. Well, I come back
Well,
out
not
with
only
it,
that, you didn't want anybody hitting the vehicle.
my vehicle was surrounded by like trucks and trailers. Like they decided that's the place to park.
You should have just put it open one of their
There's
tails
a
and put it
parking
on
lot
the tail
after
instead.
all.
Well, I know
Right?
it is a parking lot, but I mean, I parked in like the back 40 of their parking lot just so I could
Yeah.
have the room to cut it. And when I came out, lo and behold, there was like a little swarm of cars all around mine. And they all
Mind
pulled
you.
up at the same time as I was walking up to it.
We went to Walmart a couple weekends ago and we brought River with us. And it was a little chilly because of the wind. And I'm like, it's really chilly. We shouldn't be walking her from the back of the parking lot clear up to the front. Can you at least drop me off at the front? And he's like, or park up there so we can get out. And he's like, yeah, I can do that. So we park up at the front And I'm quite surprised he left the car where he did. It was next to other vehicles.
It's brand new.
I know it's brand new, but it was just the whole fact of you have a child in the car, it's cold, and we have to walk that far.
Blankets.
Well, he's supposed to pull the car around first of all. First of all. Jake.
I don't get any breaks. I don't do anything.
You're not supposed to.
Brakes? What?
Yeah.
Huh?
He's not going to get any
that
sleep
uses
anymore either.
brakes, isn't that what you use to slow the car down?
Yes.
Only if you got some.
Okay, he's like, what's a break?
Yeah.
I was gonna say we've got
GNC.
we've got 5 kids in the house, and you know our 4 kids and then grandbaby. So yeah, what is a break?
That's a full house.
Well, the way it's looking, my first great grandson's going to be here earlier, I think, because he's already turned dropped.
Wow.
So he's not supposed to be here till April 13th or 14th. But, he'll be here.
Maybe it'll be birthday triplets will be here on the 6th.
Yeah.
We lucky if she makes it till the end of the month.
Well, at least it'll be to the point of the lungs will be developed.
Right. Oh, yeah. She called the other night saying he was kicking her in the ribs and hitting her bladder. Well, yeah, you're pregnant. You're going to have to expect that.
Oh, yeah.
Little tap dance on the bladder.
Well, the night before I went into labor,
Uppercut to the stomach.
River was going nuts in my stomach. And Jake's like, oh my God, I see feet. And they're like stretched out of my stomach. He's like, what's going on? I'm like, she's
It's an
not
alien.
happy.
She's like a cat that doesn't want to go to the vet. Just stretched way out.
Well, he was turned in her here the other day, right below the breastbone down here, and his butt was sticking out. You could see
Yep.
it just plain as day. Like, let us sit there and spank his little butt until he turns over.
Yeah, I kind of miss that. I do.
I do too.
Well, you could fix that.
No.
That was like instant. No.
They learned what caused that. More camping trips.
Homework. I don't think we were camping in December, though. That was
That was January.
January?
Yeah.
That's December.
Somewhere around in there.
If she's
Yeah,
born in August, that's only in the 8th
Who's your-
month.
It was your Christmas present, Jake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I can tell you the exact day my daughter was conceived.
Date, time,
I was out on the road
location.
for yeah, I can, because I was out on the road for 8 weeks prior, and then 2 days. That was the only time we had gotten to do anything, and then I was out on the road for another 12 weeks.
I was just going to say it had been pretty scarce.
Yeah.
It's called a trucker's
You know,
pit
it-
stop.
Yep. And I can tell you that it would have been July 4th went off with a bang.
Literally.
Yeah.
The guy that said we let her go about another 15 and then we'll call her good.
Sounds good.
Oh, I still have to make a spreadsheet. Gosh darn it. Another one. One more.
I'm surprised you're still up, Foxy. Did you take a nap today?
No naps.
A lot of caffeine, though.
I was gonna say.
That's why she's running around cornholio.
Oh, and for your info, Foxy, the wife only got 3 games in with cricket, and she lost. The team lost on
Aw,
Thursday. So,
that stinks.
I'm sorry.
but then Friday they took 6th place in open.
Nice.
So, and then yesterday they, I think it was 9th or 10th that they got. So,
Was it a big tournament?
yeah, it was state darts. So,
We're gonna
yeah, it
need
was.
we're gonna need a dartboard set up at the cookout.
Yeah.
You know, if we could.
Get a hold
Yes,
of a big
ma'am.
round bale
Then
Some
you don't
long
bend your
darts.
tips.
and paint it like a friggin' dartboard.
Old time lawn darts in a round.
Yeah, there you go. That's what I get ready to say. You need the old lawn darts, and then you can use them for the darts.
That'd be
Oh,
awesome.
I'm thinking I need to see a video of playing real lawn darts where you're throwing them straight up.
Yeah.
Let's check everybody's reflexes.
Run!
Yeah.
Run or don't run.
Duck!
What's my
Don't know what's
What's my
safer.
job again? You're the lawn dart catcher.
Keep your eye on the dart.
Hey, we used to have a guy in school. We used to tell him he couldn't play sports at all. We used to tell him we got just the thing for you. He's like, "What's that?" I said, "You can go out and be the javelin catcher."
Oh my gosh.
He thought
Is
about it.
that Jake's new job?
He thought-
You could be
How
the
much does it
javelin
pay?
and the shot put catcher.
Even better.
or the discus.
Yeah, or discus catcher. We ran into him a few years later. He was working at a plastics factory, and he was always saying the machine they were forming on, the plastic's too short for this machine. We'll go over there in the basement and get the plastic stretcher out. The basement, no plastic stretcher. He hunted that building for almost an hour.
Oh my god.
The boss was like, "What are you doing?" He said, "I'm trying to find the access to the basement. This is a concrete floor and there is no basement."
Oh,
Okay, well, where can I find the plastic stretcher? What?
it's on the roof with the pool.
Yeah,
Hey, buds.
Yeah, it's on the same shelf as the board stretcher.
yeah.
Mhm.
No, right next to the blinker fluid.
But
And, and that's underneath the muffler bearing.
Yeah.
Vibes.
exactly.
There's an adapter in the hardware stores that you should be able to just put on any faucet for a garden hose. We sell them at my store.
I'm too lazy for that. When I put my sink in, my sink has garden hose threads on the outside.
And mine's got the inside threads.
Yeah, mine
Or
don't.
they left-handed screwdriver or the metric crescent wrench.
Yep.
Yep.
Jake's been hunting for that left-handed screwdriver forever.
I lose all my right-handed ones.
Well, he was playing with all the drills earlier.
Yeah, we told you.
She
that
was like,
we were
"Wait,
talking
what?"
again. He told me he's gonna lose his full privilege again.
He was going to drill holes through the new lids, and I'm like, nope, you're going to crack them. Don't even bother.
Oh, yeah,
You put little things on to lift them instead.
Not if you use the impact.
What's a driver? That ain't even a drill.
You can get
Jake.
special drill bits that
Jake.
lock in there.
Hmm.
I use
Doesn't
the
mean
that you should use
masonry
them.
bit.
That's how Katie lets him use them, as long as they don't have any bits in them. It's just going.
Yeah.
She usually takes the battery out.
He sits there and hits the trigger, and that's about it.
It makes the noise.
Yeah.
She takes the bits away from him. She still has to take it out of his hair occasionally.
Yeah. Good thing he ain't got a long beard. He'd be all sorts of trouble.
That's
Well,
why it's so
between
short.
the drills and
Remember
River,
cutting it off.
I think he'll be bald by August, by the way.
Yeah.
River gets a hold of his hair and just
I'm really
yanks.
confident of that too.
Oh, my beautiful blonde hair.
Platinum.
At least it's not red.
My goodness.
It wakes Zen up again.
Well, at least you have hair, Jake. Okay.
True.
Like I said, not for
I
long.
told you. You're gonna wake up Zen.
Some of it's migrating, though.
Where's it migrating
South.
to?
South.
It's migrating inside his ears, Katie.
That's why as you get older, you lose your hearing.
Yeah. You don't lose it.
No, it just ends up other
it
places.
migrates.
Your ears, your nose.
His eyebrows are gonna get real
Yeah.
tangly.
That's why I said, you lose the hair on the top of your head, and then it starts growing out your ears. That's why you lose your hearing.
Right.
He already has lost his hearing,
Oh,
What?
no.
so that's not an excuse.
I'm sorry.
It's
what?
more selective.
I got the dirty look from Zen.
She's already got a plane ticket headed
Yeah,
your way.
she's already thrown the break. It should hit you in about 2 hours, 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Katie, we're gonna need you to have your mom deliver some red dye while Jay's not looking. And when he falls asleep, dye his hair and beard.
You mean that spray stuff?
That's fine. I don't care.
That's a lot quicker.
And we need proof.
If I
Yeah,
do the
take
spray
pictures.
stuff, it'll set in the gray hair and won't come out for a long time.
That is
Perfect.
true.
Perfect.
And also
That is
put in a
perfect.
shampoo.
Yeah.
He uses my shampoo, so I can't do that.
Okay. Get yourself a new
I
container.
don't have my own shampoo. I really don't even have much of anything of my own in the shower anymore. All four corners are
What do you
just
need?
stacked full of products that never used to be there when I was on my own.
They're meant for you to use, though. Please use them.
I read them.
You read them.
Yeah, like it's relaxing in the shower. Gives me something I need.
Hey, you can't be on home in the shower. You might as well read something.
Standing in the shower reading product labels.
Yeah, it's relaxing.
No wonder you take so long in the shower.
Yeah, we never know, do we?
Yeah.
Made with fresh almond milk from the highest cliffs of. I don't know. It's just.
That almond.
It's relaxing.
How do you suppose they milk that out?
That's not why I'm in the shower so long.
GNC said Jay can pull off the red hair that's left to a sexy few. I believe you're right. But it would be funny.
Jake's list just gets longer and longer. Yeah, Mandy gonna send souls after him.
How many feet are you dug now?
All of them.
That's gonna be like
3
60.
feet high.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think you can smell Chinese food at this point.
You're right.
Yeah, pretty close.
Almost
I
choked on
get,
my
I
drink
get
on
it
that
now,
one.
Foxy. It took me a second to get that because I'm like, what? Redhead people smell like Chinese food? They're that close?
No, they usually smell like you smell like
It wasn't that one, was
corned beef and cabbage.
It's honestly how my brain works. It's,
He just ate a whole bunch of corned beef for lunch.
Ugh.
You know,
Yeah.
they
You can
went over
have my
Jake,
share.
then.
went
I'm
over
immune to
Jake's
their
head,
venom.
stopped, turned around, came back.
Yeah.
But when it came back, it smacked him in the back of the head.
It's like having garlic for vampires. Just eat a bunch of corned beef, you'll be fine.
That's a new one.
You know, corned beef is why people skip Ireland. So I'm convinced of that.
Very true.
Hey, Danny.
Okay, guys, I said we call her good at that. I think we've caused enough chaos and mayhem, shenanigans for tonight.
Good.
Got Jake in enough trouble.
Sure.
You know, the next person that says
I don't know.
shenanigans is going to get pistol whipped.
What's at the end of your rainbow?
Yeah.
Was that Jake?
Oh my god. Okay. With that, we'll see everybody next week.
Night, everybody.
See ya.
Bye, guys.
If you need